Hello everyone. God, I forgot I looked like that. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Super Mario Odyssey, to the final episode. This looks about as dumb as I was expecting. To the final episode where we're just going to clean up the rest of the content and show the final stuff. So, we want to start off with here, where if we bring up our dark arts, this is one of the nice obvious ones. It's clearly pointing here, and we are in the exact right spot here. And that is the final one of our dark arts. Nice thing about the dark arts is you don't need to go to the dark side to juice them in, like to the Odyssey. They're just automatically added, which is really nice. With that, God, I'm driving this like a damn maniac. With that, let's go to Toadette and see if we've got every achievement, or am I going to have to stand here and throw Cappy for ages? So, what have we got this time? We have got Note Collecting Space Tour, which is do all of the taking notes. Well, do it 20 times. Timer Challenge Professional, which is collect 25 power moons from timer challenges. There's an amusing one we hadn't got last time. Master Sheep Herder, which is herd sheep 4 times. Racing with Rabbits, which is do rabbits moons 10 times. Super Rad Hatter, collect 10 power moons by throwing Cappy onto objects. Traveling Bird Herder, 5 power moons from migrating birds. Art Investigator, do 15 pieces of hint art. So you have to have done some of the dark arts for that to work, I think. Koopa Freerunning Hall of Famer, collect 22 moons from Koopa Freerunning. Look at me, reading too far ahead, because our next one is Supernaturally Sure-Footed, which is collect 5 moons from Trace Walking. Hat Icon, which is collect 35 hats. And since I buy full outfits every time, I assume then our next one is also going to be Fashion Icon, which is collect 35 outfits. Moonrock Liberator, open all 14 Moonrocks. You don't have to get the moons, you just have to physically open the things. And you've achieved everything there is to achieve. The one that put you over the top was Fly Cappy Fly. Hooray, we did this. Here's a very fast power moon, enjoy. I wasn't excited to be sitting there just throwing Cappy for however long it took to get that. I think, Jump Rope Genius will have helped with that one a lot. How many times have we done it? Oh, 5,500, so we're only just over the edge. It is nice that I haven't had to grind any of those achievements just playing through the game. I have got all of them, which is very cool. And that's everything in the Mushroom Kingdom, which is really cool. So now, things go a little more different. We've got the darker side to do, but we don't actually unlock the full ending of the game by doing the darker side. We need to do the darker side and also get our total to 999 moons. We have... Well, let's juice these up and we'll count exactly how many we have. I was expecting moon gravity still. So we got 877. There's one moon, it's a multi-moon, in the darker side, which will bring us to 880. But we need 999 to get what I really want to show off. So, now let's talk about buying moons. You can buy moons from anywhere, just with coins. Just 10 gold coins will buy you a power moon, or you can buy them in batches of 10. I have a lot of coins, so I'm going to buy all the power moons I can get. It keeps calling it shopping near Peach's Castle, but it isn't, I assure you. So, as you can see, we've got a shit ton of them stashed in here. And the nice thing is you still get to juice these ones in. So we get to watch them all juice in manually, which is a lot of fun. Oh, yes. You beautiful bastard. So, that brings us up to 968. We need a few more. So, we need to get we need to get to 996 from 968. So we need another 28 moons, which at 100 coins per moon means 28. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do stuff on a calculator. Right, I can work that out. 28 times 100 is obvious. That's 2,800. So we need to get 2,000 coins from somewhere. So it's time for Balloon World. And I'll show you how to get a lot of money with Balloon World, depending on where it's going down. So when we connect to the network, he will say, if we look at View Stats, we'll see Seaside Kingdom is where it's currently on offer. Brilliant. Seaside Kingdom's a pretty good one. I'm going to dress like a normal person, and we'll head to the Seaside Kingdom. Well, when I said dress like a normal person, what I actually meant is dress like Captain Bones, but there we go. Because Balloon World is actually how I've been earning all the money for the costumes and then just buying them off camera. So there's always one kingdom where you get bonus ones for playing in it. That is the one that's worth focusing on. I mean, it looks good on you. It looks good, but yeah. Oh, it came at the perfect time. So, first thing to do should always be when you're in the special world, and this will move with time, is hide it. Let's pick somewhere good to hide, because people will be playing in this thing more, and you basically, when it's the special kingdom, you get like 5 times more coins for everything. So, where do I want to go for? I might just go for my classic. You know, actually, let's go for somewhere just up Rolling Canyon. Oh, not a great start, I'll be honest with you. Right, let's go up Rolling Canyon and see how far we can get. Okay, I got beaten up by a lot of rocks, so not my best work, but we'll put it there. We'll know when it gets taken, we can just do it again. Finding, there's a couple of tricks to finding. And the main one is just kind of knowing the level. So when we look at them here, it'll tell you where we are. And Seaside's not an ideal one for it, but we want to just kind of see where they are and see where they've likely aimed for. That one's got 40 seconds. I bet you that's up Rolling Canyon, so let's try that. Generally, my advice is try easier ones. You get basically a bonus for building up a streak. Leverage that more than going for like single high ticket ones. Oh, that's almost definitely up Rolling Canyon. Let's see how far we can get. So, if we follow this along, we've got 30 seconds still, that's a lot of time. There are things here. I'm not going to bother getting the coins for the time bonus, it's just generally not worth it. Hold this in the crab fashion, and grab these, and whoop, avoid, oh, I said avoid what happened to me. Didn't work. So, he'll be, oh, bollocks. Ah, I see him. There he is. I've got 10 seconds to get up, so that's fine. The trick is just knowing the level and basically picking the easy ones. Rather than wait, it's much better to streak ones you know you can get, rather than go for more difficult ones. Are we going to get a nice little glitch here? Yes. Brilliant. It's the same one. It's sometimes the same one just appears twice, and you can go for it again. I now know exactly where this one is, and not only will I get a streak bonus, it also seems to be worth more the second time. I feel like that's a glitch, but it comes up a lot, and I've actually really leveraged it, because it means you've got one where you absolutely perfectly know where it is, and I can just go and get it, which is really nice. And we'll get a bit of a time bonus for doing it in 11 seconds there, which is pretty nice. So we're getting a lot of extra coin bonuses for everything, because this is the special kingdom at the moment. But yeah, we get 522 coins, and a time bonus of 15, and 2 in a row, which is 104. So already, we're only 1,000 coins short of where we need to be. Another little trick is the balloon. If you can physically see it, the balloon actually does appear on the map, on the screen here. Like where we're looking, we would see it. 30. Ah, there. That one's right up there. I can actually see it. We've got 30 seconds to get to that one. Let's try it. So I think my trick here is going to be gushing over to that, and it's very useful to just be able to assess the place and see exactly where you're heading for. And it just makes it a lot quicker. And go for the easy ones. Go for the ones where you can see exactly where they are and you know exactly where to aim. And then leverage that glitch should it happen to you for any reason. It's not guaranteed, but it's often there. Now, because this is our third one in a row, our streak bonus builds substantially. So now we get 348 and 25, and we get 139. So we're again really going there. I'm going to back out briefly. Someone searched my balloon for 62, but it's still out there, which is cool. Let's see. There, I think it's there again, was it? Yep, I'm guessing that's exactly the same. It's not. 36 meters up there. That must be inside the thing. This will be a bit of a cock-up if it's not, but that must actually be on the inside of the glass palace. Well, let's try that again. Right, let's take a look before we commit to it. Yep, absolutely is there. Cool. Let's grab that. And look at that, we've made 2,000 coins in absolutely no time. My coin is still going there, but there we go. You get a streak bonus that then builds up if you lose, that goes if you lose or if you leave Balloon World, as we've just done. But we've got all the cash we need. It's genuinely a really good way, but it does depend on the kingdom. Like, some are much harder than others. Like, I find the Metro Kingdom almost impossible, because there's so many places it can be, because it's such a kind of 3D kingdom. The more 2D ones are a lot better. Cap Kingdom's a really nice one, because you start at the top of the tower, so you can just see where they're going to be really easily, and go there right away. And the trick for hiding it, I'd say, is definitely hide it somewhere where it can't be seen from the starting spot, and then they have to kind of gamble. But then, when you've been playing a level a while, you get the feel for it. You know, like, oh, if it's in that direction in 200 meters, that must be this point. But if it's 300, you know it's going to be somewhere else. I'm going to buy all the power moons I can from here now. So, with that, let's go and, for the final time, juice up. And time to head over to the final challenge of the game, the darker side. So, this is Culmina Crater. You get to this by getting, I believe, 500 moons in total, so we've had this unlocked for a while. It's moon gravity, but not for long. Ah, people are still searching for my balloon, wonderful. But unfortunately, we also don't get the song playing for long. We get a real range of music in this, though. As I say, frogs seem to be they mark the beginning and they mark the end. So we start off Culmina Crater by, well, the actual moon we're looking for is called Long Journey's End, which is over there on top of that model of kind of the New Donk City Hall. But this is grueling, what we're about to do. It's very, very difficult, and it's going to take a very long time, because it's just very punishing. You have to do the whole thing again if you fail at all. So, let's start by going down the tube. So it starts with the Cascade Kingdom music, and we're heavy again, we get normal gravity, and there is a UFO here. You absolutely do not need to beat this guy to continue, but I strongly recommend it, for a reason that you will see. Because upon its death, it drops a life up heart. And having that extra 3 is so useful on this. It's right at the beginning, and it adds a lot to the reset time, but it makes this whole everything we're about to do so much more straightforward. So, we start off with the lava jumps. So you got these poles. When you hop onto them, they will sink into the lava. But when you're off them, they will rise again. So you just have to kind of time your jumps. Coins really indicate what's the clear path to take. It's fairly straightforward. Beyond these, we get into the swingy things, poles. Here, wait for those ones to drop into the lava, and then as soon as they emerge again, cross them 1, 2, and 3, and then wait on this one. And then this one's down there. They'll lower in again, and then around now-ish, they'll pop up. I think I fucked up the timing on it, so let's just skip over with that. Brilliant. Now we are onto the rolling hills. Your trick here is just long jumps. Just keep long jumping and avoid those metal grates, and you will eventually make it. If you're struggling a little bit, as in you're falling too much to the other side, just use the, do a quick, like, X dash thing. That'll work fine. Now here we need to get this bubble through this series of trials. So the trick is seeing when you can time the jumps. Fuck! Cocked it up. Damn it, didn't want to take damage there. Right, I'm going to head back down to Rolling Hills, because I know there is a heart here. And it's just worth, wherever you can heal, do. Because health conservation is basically the trick for this. One of the final parts of this, you'll basically just burn through any remaining health you have. So anything you can take into that will make your life easier, absolutely do it. Oh, there we go. And then that's your timing on that one. Wonderful. Right. That's the beginning of section 1 of 10? Maybe more. Because now, as we get over here, the music changes. That was Cascade Kingdom. Now the music changes to the Sand Kingdom, which tells you how fucking big this is. And I'll clarify now, there are no checkpoints. If you die, it is all the way back to the beginning for you, which is frankly horrific. So, yeah, don't do that. If you're planning on dying, don't. This uproot section is fairly straightforward. You just want to kind of keep moving so these little spiky bastards don't get to you. At this point, it looks like you might need to continue with your uproot. I strongly suggest not doing so. This whole next bit is actually much easier without the bugger. Because we get a freezing ceiling that comes down, and I'm going to swim through it for now to get to here, because I know there's a safe bit. And then these fuzzies we want to get past, so let's wait for that to drop, to rise a bit, and then where is the timing? If we do there, long jump, cap throw, we took a bit of damage, but that's actually alright, I should have waited a little bit later. Next up, Yoshi, in a nice, easy, and refreshing section, because here we just need to do some weird tongue on elevator stuff, and just be on the side that the fuzzies aren't on, nice and straightforward. Grab some coins, Not that we need any coins for anything anymore, ever. Actually, there are still some more outfits we could buy, but I'm not going to. Oh, that was dumb. As long as I'm careful here, though, there is another life up heart incoming. So here, now we enter the Wooded Kingdom section. I wasn't kidding when I said this is huge, because based on the Kingdom's music that we're currently hearing, that gives you an idea of how fucking far we are through this thing. And yes, if we fall off, it is all the way back to the start. And that's why kind of doing the UFO is kind of recommended for that extra bit of healing. Even though it does massively slow down your reset, it's worth it. Off to the left here is our old friend, the Sphinx. Always worth doing. If you talk to him, he will answer the riddle, which is, what is the only kingdom that I have not visited? We actually never saw him in the Mushroom Kingdom. He'll give us a heart there, which is handy. Oh, basically, you should always grab this because it's going to heal you all the way up to full from however much damage you've taken to this point, which is why you can be a bit less careful with healing as you go up to it. Once we've answered his question, if we die and get back to him, we don't have to answer the question again, he's just there. This section can be pretty nasty. My advice is follow the rings. Follow what is the obvious path laid out by the rings. Stuff pops out. It's a bit kind of Secret of Tricky Ruins. And just, yeah, follow the rings and follow the path which is immediately obvious for the rings. If you try and do anything sillier, you'll probably be killed. So we wait for this, and then we jump up to there. And then here, this will also appear to us. This bit is really easy to die. You can have another crack at it. If you fall off, you'll land in the lava. With 6 hit points, you can bounce around in the lava a bit and recover it. Glide on, next. So, here all we have to do is avoid those things. What are they called? Urban sting bees. And just make sure you hit each thing. What I would generally do is not actually dive down at all. Just do a kind of left and right steering to avoid them. And obviously, really do make sure you hit the tornadoes. Because if you don't, you're not going to have a good one. Well, here we're on to the Lost Kingdom music, so that tells you we are getting close. Oh, is Glidon going to survive? He is, yes. Now we're on to the, I suppose, Mount Bolbono section. To line this up, by the way, I would actually just line up the camera and then just pull the control stick towards you, which is great. If, like mine, your control stick has notches at the cardinal directions. Here, we wait and then allow for flight time. Wonderful, and I'll just wait until we're in this position. Yeah, there's no Seaside Kingdom section, and no Snow Kingdom section, so we're already on to Luncheon, and now, actually, we are on to Bowser's section. This is the awful one. This is horrific. This is very, what was it called? The perfect run from Mario Galaxy. This is that. We've got that thing in the middle we can trigger to kill these spiny guys. Don't do that unless you are basically overwhelmed, because you will set off what can only be described as wave after wave of nonsense. Oh, shit. Well, I held off as long as I could. You can sometimes trigger that one yourself. Right, this is why I was saying, like, don't, you want as much health as you can here, because here you will just absolutely burn through health. Oh, I'm not going to make this, I don't think. Oh, no, shit, definitely not going to make it. Right, let's see how we're doing. In fairness, making this first time would have been, frankly, absurd. There we go, right. All the way back to the start. Let's do that again. And I had full health at that part. Fuck me. It's going to be a long night. Settle in. Well, I'm back here, and it only took 14 minutes. Granted, I did die once. I died on the stupid, oh, shit ass. Oh, no. I've started hell already. Oh. Because sometimes you can help it by, like, prematurely activating that one, but not usually. Trick to remember also is if you want to stay in the air for longer, you can jump and cap throw. I've triggered that. Maybe I've triggered it in time that it'll fade out? No, absolutely not. Let's see if we can trigger this one prematurely. To stop. Then at least it's on my terms. Okay, and down to 3 lives, not great. But yeah, jumping and cap throwing is like, it's the trick that it worked during jump rope, and it'll work again here for just needing that extra moment in the air. I got 2, I should make it, because these last few are fairly dodgeable. Oh, fuck it, not even an angle. No, Polly! Oh! I'm stupid! Oh! Well, I'll see you in 15 minutes. Kill me. Now, let's learn from last time and not be absurdly impatient. They put a lip there to stop me doing exactly what I tried to do, and the angle was wrong. Right, this next bit is a bit horrifying. It's not too bad, but it's just, it can immediately go bad because all the lives in the world ain't gonna, or like all the hearts in the world ain't gonna help you here. Because if you just fall off and die, then you die. That's it. Whoop! Right. Now here we have to time it. Balls! Yep, there we go. I hate that bit. Once you pass that bit, it ain't so bad. But that's the last hard bit. Alright, let's try that again. I'm not in a brilliant position here, but hey. Whoop! Oh, balls. Right. Whoop! Poke! There we are. I'm right on the edge. I don't like this at all. Oh! Right. Oh my god, something hit me. I can go for a life there, but it's not worth it. Oh, I guess I'm going for the life. Oh no, I absolutely don't want to do that. I don't think I need it. Well, it's just a one-up, like a life up. Not an actual full-on heart. It might have been useful because then I can maybe stay in this heart container a bit longer, but I can take 3 hits here. Next, we do Circular Donkey Kong. And this one is just the classic thing of kind of you gotta remember which buttons make you move which way. Let's wait for that to hop down. Oh, nope. Bollocks. There we go. And then we kill the man by hitting him up the arse 4 times in classic fashion. With him gone, we get out of here, and we are almost in the clear now. Actually, I'll be honest. We got one more section, and this one's actually quite fun, and this one heals you anyway, because we got a Bowser painting up ahead. Remember this? This section is the only reason why the meat is the only one-time capture in the game, because technically Bowser is a one-time capture, but you get him again here at the end. The thing to be aware of are these rocks. They can actually do you in, and just as long as you mash X whenever you're near them, when you get control of Bowser, oh balls, you are automatically brought up to, what's it called? Up to, 6 hearts. Right, so here the trick is hit, and then just turn around. So you get a certain amount of hits. Basically, 1, 2, turn is the nice rhythm for it. 1, 2, turn. Basically, just don't risk your hearts here, because they are finite, even for Bowser. But we are pretty much in the clear. Why am I saying that? No, the hard part is definitely doing the, what's it called? Oh, balls. The hard part is the, I'd say the bit on the platform, followed by the Pokeo bit. Beyond there, you're into the clear. And here, we are very much into the clear. Wow, that's longer than I thought. Because here we now start playing the nice relaxing music. And indeed, time for the traditional spelling out thank you in some way. I like that they do it with the Spark Pylon. And thank you at this point, whoever's watched this the entire way through. Genuinely, it is appreciated. Even if you've just joined for this episode, or if you've joined relatively late in, thank you. We'll reflect a bit at this point. By the way, we can now say, hey, thank you, which is quite cool. It's been quite the journey, and Cappy's going to start talking about that in a second here. But I think I'll just reflect a little bit as well. There is our goal, right at the top. Long Journey's End. I think one of the main things I've realised is this game's huge. I didn't think it'd ever be up to 44 episodes. It's massive, much bigger than I thought. But it's been a lot of fun to do. We've come a long way, you and me. We've seen a bunch of different kingdoms. I mean, sure, we got shut down and stuff along the way. I really didn't think he ended there, but there we go. Now we have to shimmy our way all the way to the top. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun to do, but it's been more challenging than I hoped. My next series, which I will be revealing at the end of this, is going to be massive. Much bigger than anything I've done before, actually. And I was hoping to have some downtime to get more of that sorted than I did during this series. So there'll be a couple of interludes, but I'll talk about these in just a sec. This trip really was amazing. Thank you, Mario. It's been an honor walking a mile on your head. And with that, we get to the very top, to Long Journey's End at the top of Culmina Crater. And yes, you absolutely can die here, and yes, you will have to do it all again, but not us. Not Captain Spooky. I forgot I still look like that kind of, I just tuned it out after a while. Oh, dear me. So this unlocks a couple of things, because this also gets us 999 moons, which does some different stuff. Stuff I've never seen in my life, out of interest. I've never 100%ed this game, because I've never done jump rope. Oh, by the way, we unlocked the invisibility hat. Yes, that's a bizarre thing you get for that. But hey, for the last time, let's juice up. And for getting 999 moons, the Odyssey's sail turns solid gold. And a new portrait of Bowser appeared in the wedding hall. We've collected, let's see, 999 power moons. Wow, that's amazing. Oh, and that reminds me, there's a surprise waiting for you. Let's head to Peach's castle. Wedding hall, Peach's castle. Oh, by the way, yeah, this all loops around now, which it's really annoying that it doesn't do that earlier. But there we go. We'll start with the Moon Kingdom, please. Let's head to the wedding hall. I want to make myself visible as well. I mean, it's funny just seeing Cappy floating there, but what we're about to do will be annoying. So here we have this portrait to the right, which is the tougher version of Bowser. I'm going to show it off. I'm not going to bother trying to do it because it's, you know me, hard boss fights aren't exactly what make interesting content. But hey, I also like the fact that we're wearing Bowser's wedding suit in a bit of an I'm you thing. So I believe this one basically picks up where the last one left off, which is in terms of like phases, so I think he's quite tricksy. As I say, I've never got 999 moons before, so I've never actually seen this. So let's find out. So he does all that. Then he blocks, then we go 1. Oh, shit. Great start there, Doctor. So let's see, 1. Oh, no, just go straight into this, do we? And 1. And 2. And there we go. That's 1 damage. Let's see how he does. Oh, don't want to be this close. 1, 2, and then we punch him again. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, then we punch him again. I can see how this is building to it. Otherwise, this actually hasn't been that much harder, I'll be honest. That might just because this is a relatively straightforward fight. Okay, let's dodge this shit for a bit, and whoop! I like how he kind of like hooks it over like that over his shoulder, and you see him when he's preparing to do it, and you can kind of dodge accordingly. Very cool. Oh, he dodge accordingly, or not. Right, let's see how many fucking hats he's going to throw out here. Well, that's absurd. Right, let's dodge all the other nonsense. That's the only one that matters. There we go. Right, let's dodge this shit, and maybe we can do this. I wasn't expecting to do this. I was just going to show it off and be like, hey, that's a thing when I die. But, you know, maybe I'm just on a roll from actually having managed to do the not perfect run, what's it called? The darker side. Perfect run is Galaxy. So this time he's going to do 1 and 2, 3! Oh, piss off. Okay, he did 3. Maybe it's random. God, that'd be evil. Oh, piss off. Right, I'm gonna die here, I'm pretty sure. Well, it's gonna be me or him. Let's find out. Who is it gonna be? Right. And 1. Let me know it's 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2. Up. And 1, and 2, and 3. Come on, man, give up. That was pretty fun, actually. Still a good boss fight. Wait, what? What happens now? Oh, do we do the whole escape sequence? I guess we do. Well, there we go. I guess I'll do this and just see if there's anything different. Okay, this has seemed very much the same so far, but hey, I guess it's just, this counts as part of the boss fight. Do get to listen to this song again, which, this song has legitimately, like, grown on me. Like, I didn't... The first time this played, I was like, well, I mean, any long-time viewers will know about my rather strong opinions on lyrics in game music, that generally, it does not go well, looking at you, Sonic, and Xenoblade X. But this actually one is surprising. Both of these, like this and Jump Up Superstar, are both quite catchy. But this one, I think I even prefer to Jump Up Superstar. Same person as well, performing it in case that was not obvious. Right, I guess now we finish up. This is handy, at least, if this is going to do the whole thing, whether it's going to deliver me straight to the Mushroom Kingdom would be useful, though I'm actually not doing great for health. But I should be fine, he says, confidently. Well, I guess, yep, that just ends it. Cool. Right, let's go and do the final thing. Fun fact, I don't know what this is. I've only read about this, and I deliberately haven't looked up what it is, because I want to see. So, let's head to Peach's castle. Well, that's certainly different. All I know for sure about this is when you get 999 moons, a giant top hat appears atop Peach's castle, with you so far, and something happens if we get Cappy up onto it. So, let's go ahead and do just that. I've deliberately avoided reading. I've read about it. I've deliberately avoided actually looking up any footage of it because I want this to be a surprise for me, I suppose. Oh my god, that thing's still going in the Luncheon Kingdom. That was ages ago. Oh, Seaside Kingdom. There you go. Got popped. I was gonna say. There we go. Right, now we're at the top. So let's finish up Super Mario Odyssey. That's quite cool, and you know me, I'm always a fan of a game that actually acknowledges that you have 100%ed it in some meaningful way, which is pretty good. So we'll hold it there for the series. What is next? Oh my goodness, what is next? As I say, what is next is massive. So there'll be 2 interluding projects. There'll be an old game, like a childhood game, which will be, 10 episodes, something like that, which will be a pretty entertaining one. That'll be up first. Then it will be Twilight Princess randomized, because I've got that up and running, so that'll be fun. Everyone liked the Wind Waker randomizer, so we'll do that again. Then will be the biggest thing I've ever done in terms of size of game, in terms of number of episodes, in terms of planning and visualizer. It's gigantic. I'm really excited for it because it's one of my all-time favorite games. And it's an unusual one in that it's a game that has become my favorite since I've been an adult. I first played it when I was about 23. So there's no nostalgia there so much. And I was just like, I started playing it, I was like, this is kind of interesting, and then it just fucking hooked me. And it's not the kind of game or genre I'm normally a fan of. I've not really had anything to do with it. So I'm not going to say anything more. I'm just going to drop a trailer, and I hope you'll join me, probably realistically at this stage, in 2022, good lord, for what comes next. Thank you very much. This has been Super Mario Odyssey. Good day.
It's been a long time since I last had this dream. I reached out for a piece of scrap metal, and then I fell into the ground.
Shulk, why do you desire to change the future?
On the other side of those clouds,
It's our enemy, Mechonis.
our enemy.
From the moment of their creation, all Mechon are mind control. Pathetic!
Metal face!
The Bionis shall awaken once again. The Mechon's assault is just the beginning.
It's Telethia! I cannot return to the capital with this monster still standing!
You're talking about total extinction.
Correct. Which is why the Mechon's invasion must be stopped.
Wither and die as all life on Bionis will!
I swear I won't stop until I've scrapped each and every one of you!
How does it feel to be such a pathetic hero? The Monado won't work for a bunch of losers like you! This is the end. You have no hope of victory or escape.
Well then, there is much to be done.
by the light of the Monado. I will stop them.